Hey, if you're seeing this part, I just hit live, so I'm waiting for the live folks to tune in, come in. You're probably watching the replay. You might want to fast forward 3 minutes to the content. I'm waiting for the live folks are just going to work out the technical kinks. Becky, you got to turn that down. We're about to launch our Permaculture Pigs Kickstarter. If you're seeing this as a replay, the link will already be there in the description. If you're gathering with us live, we're going to launch that in a little bit. Going to do a little bit of introductions here as we wait for folks to get on. Somebody in the chat, you guys got a lot. We got a lot of cool people in the chat already. We got Scott Burton, George, Chris, Ethan. I want you guys to let me know that you can hear me. This is going to be a lot of fun, but it's always more fun if you can hear me and I can see your chats. Boy, you guys are blowing it up in the chats. Everyone's saying hi. Somebody say, I can hear you. Thank you, Frank. We're going to try to get chats are just flying in. Okay, good. I saw that somebody could hear me. So we're going to just let the people just come in, say their hays, and we're going to get this party started. We got a fun show planned for you guys tonight. Going to talk about all kinds of stuff. Where we've been with pigs, where we are with pigs, where we're going with pigs. We're going to keep tonight to pigs. I've got some questions for you guys. We're going to have a nice interaction there. What are you looking for, Beauty? All right. There you go. There's your pin. So we got some kind folks from the community in here joining us. I want to thank them live. They're helping me out with the chat. Beauty's here helping me out with the chat. The folks joining, Randy Kleiman, Ken Chappell, Part-Time Permies. Thank you guys very much for joining in. Alumna for coming in and helping us with the chat. Right now, I don't know how you guys are going to keep up with it. We love you guys. You are excited about this. Is this not exciting? That in 2 minutes, 1 minute, folks. Oh, Beauty has absolutely lost her voice. No voice. So she's going to spend some time chatting with you guys in the, and she's going to write notes. She needs her little pen and paper to write notes for me. She's going to hopefully monitor the chat, get me some questions that you guys have. So I'm gonna teach. Oh, Wholesome Root is here. Thank you, Wholesome Root, for joining us. All the cool people are here. Okay, so we'll get started in about 30 seconds. I just want to make sure everything working good. It seems like everything working good. I'm excited for this. It's like, it makes sense. Like pigs are like chickens without feathers. And so it makes sense that the apron wearing permaculture chicken ninja master is moving on and teaching pigs now. And I can't be more excited that you guys are actually excited about this. Like 476 people on this show, and we've just started like 2 minutes ago. We haven't even gotten to the content. So this is going to be a blast. Whether you are going to raise pigs or not, we got some good stuff for you. And by the way, you might come into this show thinking, I'm never going to raise pigs. Well, you might actually go away thinking, could raise pigs. Okay, so we're going to talk tonight about how we folks had detoured us. Some of the rumors about pigs had kept us from raising pigs. And then when we got into it, it was somewhat very different. So that's going to be the meat of our conversation a little bit later on. Alumna is here. Good to see you, Al. I'm so excited that Al is on and with us tonight. Got some exciting things to announce to you guys about us and how we're partnering with Al and how he's going to be a part of this project. It's going to be really exciting because Al has been doing pigs at a homestead level for quite a bit of time. And he's got some legit systems going on and some proven track records. So it'll be fun to talk about Al. So, all right, I've got 8 o'clock. You got 8 o'clock? You guys ready to get this party started? So let's get this party started quick. Where are you guys from? Let's turn the attention to you guys. Where are you from? And what was the other question I wanted to ask you guys? Do you have pigs? Yes or no? So where you're from and yes or no, I have pigs. And you kind of get a sense of what people are saying, okay? I'm not going to be able to read the chat. They're just flying through. I'm just going to talk to you guys about what we're going to do tonight. What I had just spoke about it. In case you're just tuning in, we're going to talk about what rumors folks had told me about pigs. You know what folks say about pigs? They stink. They need a lot of space. They tear up the place. And they are always getting out. Those are some rumors that were facing us, and it's probably why we delayed getting pigs for so long. And we're going to talk about how we have faced those rumors and whether or not they are true I'll give you a hint. They're kind of true and they're kind of not. So it's kind of weird. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to launch the Kickstarter, guys. We're doing a Kickstarter for our new pig project. It's 2 parts. One part, an inspirational documentary for growing food, growing pigs, our 2-year story. And the second part is going to be, if you want to grow pigs yourself, we're going to launch a course about that. We're going to do that like after this intro, like in 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. You ready to do that? Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Like we are nervous as crazy because
so
we are not only live with like 640 people in our living room, in our kitchen. I hope we cleaned it up really nice. Okay, yes, I think we did. We are going to launch a Kickstarter. And it's either, and Kickstarter is all or nothing. You make the goal or you don't, and it's very public. So it's like even though this is my 3rd, I'm very nervous. Are you very nervous? I'm only going to ask you yes or no questions because poor Beauty has lost her voice. So what else are we going to talk about tonight? So you guys are going to ask questions in live. Hopefully it's not going to go too fast. Hopefully Beauty can answer some of your questions. Al's on here. If you've got pig questions, maybe Al, you can jump in and answer those. I know Scott Burton's in here, and he's in our member area, and he's about to get started with pigs. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you would get started with pigs. Somebody's like, too bad your project isn't going to be done in June. Well, actually, if we're successful with this Kickstarter, we're dropping content as soon as the Kickstarter is over, including content on how to get started with pigs very soon. You don't have to wait until the very end, until the documentary comes out in like October-ish. You're going to be getting critical content throughout the summer. So, so where are people from? I mean, I guess I should read it for a second. We got Idaho, we got Alaska, Pennsylvania, and are people, Rebecca, what's the general consensus? Do people have pigs or not? People do not have pigs. We got 682 people on here, and most of them do not have pigs. That actually doesn't surprise me. I've surveyed you guys before. There's some pigs. Ohio. Brandon in Ohio's got some pigs. Empire Way wants me to get turkeys. Jonah hopes to get turkeys this year. We hope to help. Oh, thank you guys for the super chat. We appreciate that. What's their name? I'll shout them out there. This. I think you click on it. On that.
Sorry.
Francis. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate that. Super chat. So, okay. People are from all over the place. I'm delaying this a little bit because we had a little bit of technical difficulties. Looked like we went live like 3 hours ago. We didn't. We're going live now, but I think we're there. I think we have 715 people here. Are you ready to do this, Rebecca? You ready? Okay, I told you what to do over there. Okay, listen, we're gonna launch this Kickstarter right now. I think we only hit one button, and then Beauty is gonna quickly grab the link and drop it in the. It won't be any use putting it in the comments, will it? Because it's gonna be all crazy. So go ahead and pull up your edit video on your YouTube right there so that you can drop the link in the show description. We're going to drop the link to the show, to the Kickstarter in the show description. I'm trying to give you guys an edge because I want to publish this Kickstarter, and the first backer, I want to see if I can't give them a shout out. So you could do it right there at the top, but don't do a space because we only have, it will only show. Actually, do it at the very end. I should have it kind of queued up where you can put the link at the end. Instead of take away stay tuned, and then let's just put the link right there. So we're about to put the link in the description. Wait, you ready? Now wait, the people who follow us on Kickstarter though, they might get an edge. They're probably going to get a notification. So Rebecca's going to hurry up and launch this, cut and paste the description in just 1 second. And then she's going to put it in the show description. You guys ready to launch this Kickstarter? Thank you, Jesse Butcher, for the donation. Thank you very much, buddy. Okay, go ahead and launch, Rebecca. She's launching. Oh, congratulations, your project is live. Oh, well, you got to go to share your project, I think. Oh, maybe you're right. No, that's a build. That's the build link, I think. Is there a way to grab? Yeah. Let's see if that's it. Okay. Try it. Try in a new window before you. So we're trying to just make sure we've got the right link. Okay. We think we have the right link. We're going to put it up right now. and you guys can let us know. Did you cut and paste it? No, you did. Okay. Here it comes. We're about to update it, guys. The Kickstarter is live, and you guys should have a link in the show description. All you're going to have to do is hit refresh. I'm kind of curious myself. I'm going to hit refresh. What?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I don't remember it being this crazy when we did the Great American Farm Show. You remember it being this crazy? I think we launched before we went live. We're getting like crazy now. Okay, there it is. Let's see if that's it. Is it, guys? Could somebody go tell me? Oh, we already got 2 backers, Rebecca, before I could even check it. Can you somehow look over there and see if you can tell me who our backers are? Wow. Okay, 2 backers already. We're going to try to shout you out if I can. A link to the Kickstarter is in the description. We are going to get right into our content in this. Who is it?
Laurie and then Randy.
Oh, look, Tina.
Tina's
You came in at
number
number 4. Okay, our top 4. You guys have a special place in our hearts. Okay, you believe in this project. You're helping make this project. Lauren, I won't mention any last names. Lauren, thank you. Thank you very much. At the premium level. That's the best level. That's the best level. Like, you're going to do this at the premium level. Whoa. Randy Kleiman, number 2. Give me a hug, Randy. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Special place, even for the number 2, right? And then Doug. Thank you very much, Doug. And then Tina on the premiere show last night for our members. We've been going back and forth.
Kat. I know Kat.
Kat, you want to give Kat a special thing? This is kind of fun. We're getting to see the top 10 backers here.
Kat,
Hannah, Shay, and BLK. Let's call them. Okay. Thank you guys for moderating and hanging out. Adam, you made the top 10, buddy. Adam from our member area texted with me today about it. He's so excited. I know if anybody's gonna get pigs and do this and make it happen, it's Adam. So okay, here's the 10th one, and we'll move on. Nat C. So thank you. Always these early backers have a special place in our heart. Thank you very much, guys. This is exciting. All right, let's get into the content tonight. So most of you don't have pigs, so we're going to talk a little bit about how you might get started with pigs. Then I've got some more questions. Well, let's turn another question on you guys right now. Since most of you don't have pigs, why not? And Rebecca, I want you to kind of review the chat. When you come back, Jonah must have something in his finger. We're going to talk to you guys about why you don't have pigs. So answer in the description. I think I know, but I probably have no idea actually. So let's first talk about where we've been with pigs. We'll take a little break, take questions, ask you another question. Daniel in the house. And then midway through, we'll talk about where we are with pigs, some of our projects. Thank you, Garden, for the donation there. And then we're going to go into where we're going with pigs. Like this, the projects we're going to do with these pigs is so exciting. The different projects we have going on, the different people we're going to see and hang out with in like 3 weeks if this Kickstarter is successful. Joel Salatin, already lined him up in Virginia. We're going to see his pigerator system on deep compost. We're going to see his forested system. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Built relationship with Joel. This will be my 3rd time hanging out with him. Just the dynamic is getting better. We're going to cover it in a vlog. It's going to be really exciting. And then we'll talk about where we're going. And so hang in there, guys. We hope to do maybe about an hour show. So where we've been, people did tell us that pigs, and kind of get a feel for why people don't get pigs, and we'll add it to this list. But people told us that pigs stunk, that pigs are hard to keep in, that pigs tear up the place, and that pigs need a lot of room. And so that might be of some of the reasons we didn't go into pigs. We were maybe not settled with like, if this is going to be for our ever place, that kind of thing. That might have played into it a little bit. But a lot of the rumors about the negativities of pigs was kind of keeping us back. So someone actually from our audience gave us a boost. I mean, they were blessed by our videos and actually gave us 2 American guinea hogs. And I was so nervous going into it. It's always nervous getting a new animal. But once we got those 2, to get set up for those guys, and we didn't know much, but all we did, and Daniel and Scott and as others, and Adam, as you think about getting pigs, and Al, correct me if I'm wrong, but really, at least a holding area. We had a stall in like a barn, like we live in a barn. So we had a stall downstairs. We got a pan for water, just a little pan, just like a rubber pan you get at Tractor Supply or somewhere like that. We got ours on Amazon. 2 pans, one for feed, one for the water. And pigs are like chickens in that they don't eat a whole lot in the beginning. And guinea hogs even less. In fact, we ended up feeding our guinea hogs almost 100% on our food scraps and farm waste, like other, dying dead chickens or milk byproducts like skim. But a good rule of thumb for a traditional pig, like what we have now, is 1 pound of feed a day for every month they are old. So, and at first they don't need a whole lot. So you get a starter feed. You go to your local feed store and maybe have them special order it because they don't necessarily keep it, but you want a starter. It's higher in protein. Remember, there's a lot of similarities with chickens. And you basically feed them all they want until they're 100 pounds. Now, in our permaculture pigs project, we're going to teach you how you know. Is this?
I found a bug.
Okay, hold on. Mom will come deal with it. Is it an emergency? Or can you wait till after the show? Can she wait till after the show? Okay, Jonah's going to get Mom. She needs to look at something on the farm. This is a real live show. This is a real farm. Might have to step it away. So, guys, check the comments too for Al. He's chiming in on this, it looks like. So really, 2 feed pans, feed, give them all the feed they want until they're 100 pounds. We're going to teach you in permaculture pigs how to know how much they weigh. You can also ask when you buy them, when you buy what you call feeder pigs. These are pigs that have been born on another farm, have nursed, and are now weaned, usually at about 2 months old. So you're buying these feeder pigs. So they're already established. They're already hardy. Pigs are pretty. They're not like sheep where they're going to be a little more sensitive. And then I said, feed. That's it. Feed, water, and shelter. It's like so crazy easy. In some ways, pigs are easier than chickens. In some ways, okay. That's seriously it. Now for us, we wanted them to get out of that stall, so we just got a simple Premier 1 pig net fence. And gosh, guys, it's just like this big, and you can easily encompass 1,000-ish square feet with one of those fences. And we did that with our first pig experience. And before you let them out into that pig fence, unless they've been trained to electric fence, all you got to do is, after a few days of settling into your stall, you've put deep bedding in that stall. So you've put old hay in there, or wood chips, or leaves, or something, some sort of carbon that they can poop in. If you're having to buy it, go buy wood shavings at Tractor Supply. $6 for a bale, right? And you're ready. So some sort of holding area. It could be a large dog crate covered. It could be a small carport. Can pigs jump? Not Jesse's wanting to know if pigs can jump. I can just see Cliff Davis now. When I went and visited him, when I asked him certain questions, he wouldn't answer me. He would just laugh a certain way. I wish he was here to answer that. So certainly not a big pig. Little pig, I actually have never seen a pig jump. Now, this is only my 2nd season with him. And Lumna Acres, Al Lumna, thank you, Al, confirms pigs don't jump. So pigs can be really fast when they're little. They can be ambitious and climb things when they're little. But it's amazing how you can keep them in with just a little fence like this. But you fed them, you've watered them for a few days, they've settled in. And hey, maybe they're not handled. Maybe they're kind of rambunctious. And these 5 we got this year were. So I didn't just feed them all they want, like all the time. What I did is went in there and fed them 3 to 4 times a day. So they were a little hungry every time I came. And they saw that bucket. I would feed them a little bit out of that bucket and put it in the pan. And eventually, they're following me in that bucket. So if they ever got out, I just lure them back in with the bucket. And after a few days of them settling there, and you want to get them outside in a fence, you just put a little bit of that fence. I like to get the Premier 1 gate. It's a gate designed for getting inside a chicken fence because it's only like this wide. And I put it in there with a solar energizer. Even though it's dark in there, it's fine for 2 days. I put it in there, and they'll get curious and they'll touch it and they'll get shocked. Now, it won't kill them. It doesn't even hurt really bad, but it is like, I don't want to do that again. So then when you are ready to let them out, you just put up their fence and they're well trained. So guys, that's a good bit of information. Al can add to that if he wants to. That's getting started. So our first impression of those pigs was what, Rebecca? I mean, you got no voice. Rebecca's not got no voice. So they were super cute. These were more handled the very first time we got pigs, so it was fun to pet them. They were like bricks. They were like bricks with little legs, and it was amazing. And it was not as intimidating once it got started. And if you do everything I just told you, it's going to go pretty well for you. It's really not that bad. I mean, and even in worst case, guys, I'm going to show you this season with this Permaculture Pigs project how you can actually raise pigs in a 500 square foot scenario where they go outside. If you can get carbon like wood chips or sawdust or something like that, or what if you have a really small area? What if you're like in a development? What about a 240 square foot carport, guys? Just finished it. We're about to introduce those pigs to that this week. And then what if you have broadacre like I do? We're talking about moving our pigs, hopefully this week, to the forest. So both those projects. And we're going to be able to teach the pigs on garden system, the pigs in 240 square feet carport system. You end up with probably about 12 yards of compost by the end of it too, you guys, with that. And then a 500 square foot open outdoor run system, and then the forest system. So 4 systems. So something for everybody. I should have called this show Pigs for Everyone, right? Because that's what's, you like that? Or are you laughing at their joke? You like the Pigs for Everyone? You like the Pigs for Everyone motto?
I mean,
if we were to have a
does,
t-shirt,
yes.
we should say Pigs for, wait, she says not everybody can have pigs.
If they live in the city.
What were they saying? Why? Okay,
The
let's talk to
city was
them.
a big one.
Oh, they're in the
And
city
they
and they're
live-
not allowed.
Or they live in an apartment.
Or you're in an apartment.
Or
Bacon for everyone, Randy
bacon
Finan says.
for everyone.
That would have been a good
I
t-shirt.
have to
I like that.
say,
Mary's voting for Pigs for Everyone. She likes it. Part-time permies in the house.
I know.
Part-time permies.
If when you taste homemade bacon for the first time, you'll be like, bacon for everyone. Because
Yep.
it's amazing.
All right. So Adam's asking for a Kickstarter update. I'm going to do that in just a second. Let me unload a little bit more of this content. Okay. I'm going to talk to you about how I overcame obstacles. Then we might answer some of your questions. Ask you guys another question. So what were those obstacles, guys? Now for the city, if you actually are not allowed, that's one thing. I don't know how I can help you there unless you can
don't
partner
get a
with
pig.
somebody in the country.
Don't get a pig.
I'm not condoning that.
If you live in the city, please don't get
And
a
then
pig.
if you are allowed and you
Follow
live
the
in the city
laws of your town.
and need to raise them in a small area, guys, I've got a 240 square foot carport. The pigs are taking up only half of that, so the other half could be your barn for the pigs, or for the food storage and everything. So how about a 240 square foot micro farm? I think I'm going to make a movie about that this week, about the 240 square foot pig farm. Wouldn't that be fun? And if you are allowed these pigs, nobody might not even know you ever had pigs, because in the system they do not stink, they're not loud. It's just crazy. Okay, so let me talk to you about some of the obstacles we overcame. Stink. Actually, if you have stink on your farm, you don't have a stinky animal, you have mismanagement. It doesn't matter if it's cows, chickens, or pigs. And usually what you need to do, there's usually 2 things you need to do if there's stink on your farm. One, move the animals. I mean, we move our cows every day. We move our chickens very frequently. If not every day, every week. And if not every week, what do? If you can't move the animals, what do? You add carbon, and that's the trick to raising in a small area. You do have to get a hold of some carbon. And a lot of times the pigs do stink because most people keep them into just this one area, and no wonder they end up having a lot of parasite issues and stuff like that. Stink. It's just nasty, right? And no wonder the pig has the bad reputation, because most of the time they're raised in one little area in a pig pen that just becomes a mud wall. Okay? Pigs are naturally clean. They poop in one area away from their food and water source. And that's it. They have a little toilet area. They are cleaner than chickens. Chickens will poop anywhere. Okay? Chickens, I've seen it. Should I tell on chickens? Should I tell on chickens? I've seen chickens eat poop, their own poop. Remember that? Remember when we saw that the first time? We rushed in and asked Mr. Google Pants, chickens eat poop.
Yeah.
Is that okay? And it's like totally okay. It's like chickens eat poop. It's like, what? Pigs don't eat their own poop. They might nudge and push around a cow manure, maybe get a few fly larvae out of it, but they do not eat their own poop. So 1 point for pig versus chicken. They don't eat their own poop. Okay? Now, the rumor that pigs tear up, that is absolutely true, and that's partly true because they are left in one place too long. You can do one of two things here. Move them, or you kind of got to tear up the place to put in a garden, right, when you till. So why not use, we learned last year with our pigs, we had an amazing system, the Animal Garden Miracle, where we used pigs, 2 pigs and 30 chickens to till 1,200 square foot garden, and they will do what chickens cannot do in the same amount of time. Chickens long enough will do it, but pigs, oh my gosh, they are miraculous tillers. So pigs getting out, all right? Pigs are getting out. They are more than any other animal test electric fences. So you got to keep that electric fence hot, like 8,000 or more. Okay, I like more like 12,000. My solar on these pigs right now is maxed out, and I have myself have heard them tested like 5 times already. You'll hear them go, wah! All of a sudden, wah! Then you know one of the pigs have tested the fence.
No.
You got to always keep it on. The only time our guinea hogs got out, Rebecca, was if a child or me or whoever forgot to turn the fence off, and we quickly found out that once the pig got out, you know what all we had to do? You cannot do this with chicken. Well, maybe some people have trained their chickens. But you get a scrap bucket, hopefully the same one you feed with, doesn't probably have to be, but you go out there to them, show the scrap bucket, and those hogs would follow us anywhere, would they not, Rebecca?
They would.
So, yeah, they'll get out if your fence is not high enough or secure enough. But if they do get out, it's easy to get them back in because you've been feeding scraps. So one more thing, pigs need lots of room. We're going to talk about one more thing about where we've been. Then we're going to talk about Kickstarter, take some questions for you guys, and then go on to where we are now. So lots of room. I would think in the summertime, you could move a couple of pigs on pasture. Probably you need to give them quite a bit of space, 1,200 square feet a day, to not tear up the pasture. Now, we are going to go to John Arbuckle in Maine, who has nailed the pig pasturing system. Where I am weak, John is strong. He has nailed the pasture raising system, where if you want to raise pigs on pasture, he's the guy to do it because he leaves the pasture better than he found it with his pigs, the way he manages it. And he even goes so far to grow forage on those pastures for the pigs to never import feed. And this is at a commercial level, y'all. So we can look at this guy who can do this on a massive level, not like massive, like these big, massive tractors level. Like he does this with horses, guys. He works the land with horses. So we can certainly look at as homesteaders and say, oh, I could totally scale this down. This could be totally doable. And Joel Salatin has a nail. I don't remember how many paddocks it is, but he has a forested system that anybody can follow. And it's amazing. And the forest is better off than when we found it. But if you don't have that kind of room, like I said, I'm working on one model that I've already proven, like 500 square feet. You guys got 500 square feet and some sort of shed that the pigs can live in? It could be like a gardening tool shed with a Premier One net around it. And if you have access to some leaves or wood chips or something like that, you just put your animals out there, your pigs on that, and just what I've been doing on this system. They're currently on that. I have 5 pigs on like 600 square feet and a load of wood chips in the middle. They like to poop on around those wood chips. I just go in with the pitchfork, get that poop out every day, and put it in a compost pile real nearby. You can put it right next to it, and you're building compost. And you take a little bit of that wood chips with it, so you balance the manure with the carbon in the compost pile. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, so not only are you having a run for your pigs in a small area, you're actually getting compost by the cubic yard, guys. That's like, you just get 4 pallets. That's enough. Once you fill that up, you leave it to heat up, water it down, whatever. And we'll get into more of this in the permaculture pigs deal, but that's an amazing small system. And then we're going to do the cart. I got to think of a good name for this. Throw out some names for this. It's basically a 240 square foot carport. Half of it is walled with cattle panels and tin. And Randy, you're going to be happy to know, I just today finished. I put a layer, a foot of material in there. I put logs on the bottom, 1 layer, maybe about 3-ish inches. Then we put our compost pile that we already ignited. It's probably about 3 cubic yards in there on top of that. And then we probably put a cubic yard of wood chips on top of that. And it hasn't heated up. It's a little hotter than the air temp, but I'm hoping the microbes in there continue and get active. I'm going to wait and see if that will get more active before I put the pigs in there. But I'm just going to wait a couple. Pig pork. Car pork. Hey, this is good.
That's Jesse
Okay.
from New York.
Jesse, car pork. Okay. Pig pork. Write this down, Rebecca. Pig pork, car pork. Pig palace. Boy, you guys are nailing this. So look, you guys are already becoming part of the solution here. Oh, Lamia says, we love you so much. We love you guys so much too. This is fun hanging out with you guys. Where was I? Yes, so car pork. So we got the car pork out there, and what is it? Hog garage. Okay. Pig shack. Love the car pork. We got to vote for car pork. I wish YouTube, like Instagram, had a way that we could throw up a vote up there. Hog Mahal. Randy says, Hog Mahal. Joel Salatin's got a good one where he calls his system the Pigerator. This is good. We're gonna have a fun and name for this system. So for some reason, pig car pork is sticking in my name, sticking in my brain right now. A pig shaw, almost Adam. If somehow I could figure out how to put wheels on it and move it like a rickshaw, it would be a no-brainer. So Hog Mahal, that one's pretty good too. Hog Mahal. So you could do it in this Hog Mahal. And guys, I won't sit here and say, oh, I've got this book that I'm following. I mean, we tried to do the Korean natural method. There were some things that we just absolutely could not source. And if we were having a hard time, I'm afraid you guys would have a really hard time. So I'm not going to say, I'm modeling it a little after what Joel Salatin has done. He does deep bedding. He puts his pigs in after the cows on deep bedding. That's like 3 feet tall. I think he just does it in the spring. We'll find out next month. So I'm going to pick his brain on this. And also Richard Perkins. But I think, and I could be wrong, and I need to ask him, but I think they might just keep the pigs in there in the spring. But I've talked with Al, and he sees no reason why, if they're covered, why I can't keep these guys in this thing on all summer. Hopefully my deep bedding will inoculate enough and consume some of their manure. If not, I'm going to throw mulch. I have mulch beside it. I'm going to throw mulch in on top of it daily. And if that doesn't work and flies are still coming or whatever, it's just seeming nasty, I could do like I'm doing now and just harvest the manure and put it in a compost nearby. So, and we could I'm not going to say that I've got it nailed going into it. But I am going to say by the end of the season, I'm going to know a lot more, and that's what we're going to end up teaching in permaculture pigs. So let's jump into the Kickstarter update. What are we at, Rebecca? How many backers do we have? I'm gonna try to refresh this, or maybe you go check for us on that computer, Rebecca.
Yeah,
Let's do a Kickstarter update, guys, real quick. I want to talk about. In a minute, I'm gonna turn and ask you guys a question. So hang in there.
Right there.
Okay, so we are. Wow. Okay, we have already got 41 backers. Ah, you guys do love us. Tina, thank you for the update there. 2,500. That's crazy. You guys are crazy about pigs.
Chop shop.
The car pork sold you guys, didn't it?
I'm writing all the ones down.
Okay, so you're writing all the ideas down. Okay, so okay, about the Kickstarter, Rebecca, I'm gonna have to pull up. I hate to do that. Well, I guess I can keep the chat over here, and I'm gonna pull up the Kickstarter. I'm actually, guys, if you want, head on over. Open up the link in the show description. If you don't see the link in the show description, just hit refresh. Now would be a good time to do it, and then hit that link. And if you don't want to leave your page, on a Mac, you hit Shift and then click it. I don't know if it works that same way in Windows, but then you'll be redirected. You'll open a new window so you can still hear the show. So I'm over on the Kickstarter page. I'm scrolling down. You can read all about it there, but I'm going to scroll on down to what we're doing with the course. So we are doing a documentary that I didn't talk about. Okay, so we're doing a documentary called Growing Bacon, and that's going to be a edutainal documentary. It's going to be our 2-year adventure raising pigs. So whether or not even you want to even keep pigs, whether even you want to grow food or not, it's going to be a good story. It's going to be some characters, this family of ours who want something. And for us, we struggle. Tell me you guys didn't struggle with sourcing pork or aren't struggling with sourcing pork. So it's hard to find healthy pork, non-GMO, pastured. And if you do find that, which we managed to do at a college nearby, it was expensive, okay, and somewhat limited. Like you couldn't just buy all the bacon you wanted from them. Yeah. So when we got presented with this opportunity for these pigs, we were like, yeah, we're going to need to overcome these rumors that I just debunked earlier to try pigs just because we just cannot buy it. And you can raise it so much cheaper, even if you go and buy the carport system. You know, the $1,100 for the carport, that's going to last you 10, 20 years. The cattle panels and the tent, it's really not that much. Yes, it's money up front, but you raise 2 pigs in there, guys. They get up to 300 pounds. You get 400 pounds of pork in your freezer every year. 400 pounds of pork, even at Warren Wilson, where we're buying it by bulk, what, about $10 a pound? Non-GMO pastured pork, 10-ish pounds. So 400 pounds times $4,000 worth of pork a year. So you've already more than paid for your car pork situation. And in just that first year. So every year after that is like huge bonus. And for us, we just weren't getting pork. And so now we pretty much have it once, if sometimes not twice a day. So that's the documentary. It's our story of that. And then we are going to do a course, which if you take the documentary, you're inspired, you want to actually grow pigs yourself, we're going to talk about in part 1, getting started with pigs. And as I mentioned early to you guys Kickstarters, you're not going to have to wait until the fall until we release this thing. I'm going to start dripping out content like what pigs can do for you, how to easily get started with pigs, how to raise pigs in small places, learn which kind of pig are best for you. What about small pigs versus large pigs? I've had both. There are pros and cons to each. And how can pigs benefit your entire farm? So how can you include pigs in like a permaculture design concept where they're not this whole separate thing, but they're working together with the other farm? Like right now, the carport system is on it right in amongst the Animal Garden Miracle. And there's going to be, like I said, probably 12 cubic yards of compost after those pigs are done. And it's already in place on one garden plot. And this carport system is mobile. It's not as mobile as a chickshaw, but I can move it over and compost is in place. So pigs are not just, and guess what? Pigs are not just pigs over here, garden over here, chickens over here. No, they're all working together. My pigs out in the forest, guess what they're doing? They're helping us clear for what? For the cows. Okay, and the cows, the skim milk, the manure, the bedding, making compost. Where'd that go today? The compost that I was making from the manure, the bedding, and the cows went to this system for these pigs. So everything working together. Part 2 of the course, and guys on the Kickstarter level, you can choose. Hey, I only want part 1. Get me started with pigs. That's fine. You can actually opt for that level. You want level 2 too, where you're getting the most out of your pigs. You're going to learn discovery, creative feeding programs. So you'll learn more about how I fed guinea hogs on pretty much 4 bags of feed, like 200 bags of feed. Probably got about, I'd say 200 pounds of pork at least from those 2 animals. So that's some crazy inexpensive organic pork. Like you can't even buy organic pork, can you, Rebecca? Maybe organic bacon at Whole Foods, maybe organic sausage every once in a while, but you're not getting a ham or a pork chop or
not in our Whole Foods.
No.
Or any grocery store in our town. There was a farm.
Your voice is coming back.
Yeah. There was a farm that I found besides the college farm that we were buying the non-GMO. Let's see, it was like, I want to say 2014 when they started selling at the farmer's market, but they don't sell at the farmer's market anymore.
Yeah.
They I guess didn't sell enough, so they stopped coming to this farmer's market.
So let me run through this real quick, and I'm going to turn a question on you guys. So part 2 of the course, you're going to get creative feeding programs, learn more about how to use pigs in the garden, how to use pigs to clear forest, to create edible food forest or pasture, housing options using technology like electric fence to easily manage your pigs. Oh, what about butchering? So we're going to talk about humanely butchering, preparing delicious dishes, treating illnesses and preventing them naturally, and just adjusting to winter extremes with pigs. And then part 3, we say going pro with pigs. Many of you will benefit from it, whether or not you're going pro, but we're going to talk to Joel next month about how to, how he makes a living on it, his mass scale, of forested pigs, and then marketing them and stuff like that. How to castrate the males. We just did that with Arthur. That piece is already ready. As soon as the Kickstarter is over, you need to castrate somebody. Like you guys are just starting to get pigs. You're going to get some of the getting started stuff, and then you're going to get the castration stuff. And then you can eavesdrop in on my coaching session with Cliff Davis. Already been there. Down to Spiral Ridge Permaculture, was it last month? And then we're going to talk to John Barbuck up in Maine about his pastured system and his breeding programs. And then we're going to talk about his ideas for value adding to where you can sell pork by the cut, or you can turn it into a snack stick and get more from it. So, all right, let's turn the questions on to you guys. Check out the Kickstarter. The link is in the description. How much land do you guys have? So Rebecca, you kind of keep an eye on that. How much land do you guys have? We're about to talk. Thank you, Dragstrip, for putting a link to that. We're about to talk about where we are. We're going to zip through this. We got about 20 minutes. I want to honor you guys' time. Everything takes us a little longer with my crippled hand, your no voice, and your foot that you stepped on a pitchfork with. So where we are. So you notice this year, we actually went with traditional, faster growing hogs. One reason is we call those feeder pigs. You get them when they're about 2 months old. If you have a nice source for that, I like that. I recommend that, especially for just starting out. They're 2 months old. They're weaned. You get them. You only have to raise them till they're about 7 months old, 6, 7 months old. So you're only talking about 4 to 5 months with these guys. Like we're going to harvest these guys in September. That's what? 3, 4 months away? That's crazy. So we went with those guys because they grow so fast, and like versus an American guinea hog that takes 14 months. Now, if we were going to have our own breeding system, I'd probably look more into the American guinea hog, but that's where we are with our hog choices for right now. We're going to introduce 2 more systems. One is the carport system, the composter system, the 240 square foot pig farm under a carport. Can't wait to show you guys more of that. Jason from Sow the Land did a video on that. My idea, I hired him to help me make it. I'm a little slow. Like I said, I'm slowed down a little bit. And I wanted to get this up, and I want to get the pig. I want to get 2 pigs in that carport system before the week's over. And I want to get 3 pigs in the forested system before this Kickstarter is over. I want to make a couple, hopefully a movie on each of those this week. I think that'll be exciting. And that's where we are. And we're pretty much ready. I've got the foot of compost in the carport system. I'm going to wait a couple of days to see if it won't heat up and get active before they get pooping in there. And it's going to be interesting moving these guys. They have grown so much. I was looking at them today. And Rebecca, I'm going to have to get somebody to help me because I cannot grab a kicking pig by the back legs.
No, you can't.
And move it with this bum hand. That's just like a no-no.
Good idea.
No. I appreciate your zeal. Rebecca's going to pick up they're probably 85, 90 pounds now. And they're going to be kicking. All right. Al, Adam, don't you guys want to move to North Carolina? Like close to us? Like we have friends here, but they're like an hour and a half away. Arthur's like an hour and a half away.
He's pretty far away.
Maybe Jason. So, okay, we're going to figure out how to move these guys. No. No, that's just hard.
Hey, I'm just trying to come up with ideas.
He would try. I remember, well, I'll say that story for the end if I remember and we have time. But anyway, and then we're going to get 3 pigs to the forest. That's going to be tricky too, putting them in probably in a dog crate, trailing them over there. What do we lack for that? Oh gosh, we messed up big time on our water line for the forest. That movie's going out tomorrow. I hope you guys don't make the same mistake. And I'll just give you a spoiler alert. Don't buy PEX if it's going to be exposed to the sun. I had to wrap it all up today. I had to bite the bullet and get the expensive hose that Dan Oman introduced me to a long time ago on the American Farm Tour. I've used it on the farm. I love it. But I didn't know if I wanted it to be my water supply line. But it looks like there's no other totally drinking safe, UV stable water line than that. And no, our pigs are not vaccinated. We went with unvaccinated pigs. We looked for pigs that are not vaccinated. You guys do what you want with that. Yep, Randy confirms no PEX in the elements. And okay, so that's where we are. Let me ask you guys this.
Jake says free bacon with every pig moved.
Free bacon with every pig move. Okay, that's true. I could do some barter some. You guys know bacon. How many pounds of bacon? How much pounds of bacon did we get? Do you know?
Oh, Krista's here.
Krista, kid. Oh my gosh. Becky's lifelong friend there.
That makes me
Thank
so
you for
happy.
joining the
Thank
show,
you for
Krista, and
being
saying
here.
something. Jody will help. Okay. All right, bring her. Jody and Big Daddy. Jody and Big Daddy. 2 guys that grew up in suburbia, Florida. But you know what? But Jody can
do it.
And Big Daddy are really good sports. Okay, so back in the day, pro mountain boarder, Jody just, to be a good friend, picked up a mountain boarder and went with me and did his best he could and just got beat the crap up trying to mountain board and hang with me. So I always appreciate him for that.
Jesse, when are you coming to visit?
I know,
invited
Jesse.
You how many times?
So it's going to be fun to see who ends up picking up these pigs. And it's got to this is not coming off till Friday. And this pig move needs to happen before Friday. So we're going to figure it out. We're going to get some help. And that would, I know jacked up Jody could do it. And Big Daddy too. I'll just tell you this real quick. In the spirit of just being a good sport, back in the day when we were playing in a softball league, it was one of those things where we were such a sorry team. We were lucky to have enough to not forfeit. If you didn't have enough players, you had to forfeit. There was a day we begged Big Daddy to come and play. He had I don't think he had any experience with softball. But if Big Daddy didn't play, nobody was playing because we didn't have enough players. And he played. And I remember, I think he got a hit. But anyway, all right.
I remember.
Okay, you remember that? So let me ask you guys a question. There's like 800 people on here. Would you guys ever dream when you were 10 years old that you would be thinking about getting pigs? Yes or no? So you guys answer that question. You're thinking about getting pigs. When you were 10, did you ever dream that? And I should add this question. Would your 10-year-old self think you're so cool now or such a dork now for getting pigs? I know Krista's 10-year-old self would be saying, why are you watching a pig show? You're 40 years old. You're in suburbia, Florida. You have a pool. Why are you watching a show about pigs? I can't believe what my best friend Becky is doing nowadays with her life. What has Justin got her into, right? So type in the chat. We're going to have some fun answers there. Your 10-year-old self, what would he say to you looking at getting into pigs at now? You guys are probably, correct me if I'm wrong, you're probably 30 to 50 years old, okay? So what would your 10-year-old self say to your 30 to 50-year-old person? So you gotta read some of those, or tell me some of those comments, and we'll have a good laugh.
I'm 43, and I can honestly say that this time last year I wasn't even thinking about having
So 43-year-old hon here, not even thinking about it last year. Never, they said. Never thought. Oh, they're flying in now. You guys like that question, huh? We got a 59-year-old, 61-year-old. It's never too late, especially in a carport system, yo. All right, I'm going to keep moving on. Let's talk about the Kickstarter while you answer some of that, guys. Link is in the description.
Randy says my 10-year-old self would say, why aren't you a professional baseball player?
That's what he would say. What are you doing with pigs? Dude, I thought you were going to fly to the moon. Now you're messing with pigs? Okay. Anyway, I want to talk about, I think I did it. I already covered it. I have in my notes, I'm supposed to talk to you guys about what I'm going to teach. So I think instead here, let's just talk about some of the rewards and some of the bonuses, the Kickstarter bonuses. And guys, we got 50 backers so far. Thank you guys. Some of the bonuses and the discounts. So this is massively discounted one, this Kickstarter. And I've done this with permaculture chickens. And as a pre-sale, I just want to thank you guys for jumping in on this early, helping finance this. It's not cheap to fly up to see Joel. It's not cheap to go up to Maine. We have to pay a farm sitter to be here. There's a lot involved in that. If it was just me, I probably would not build the carport system because I have broadacre and forest. But we're doing a lot to show just teaching models of different systems. This farm is not just our homestead. It's y'all's homestead. It's a model. I don't expect everybody to go out and get the carport system and the pastured pigs and the 2 cows and the, I think we have 367 chickens right now. But I do expect to inspire and teach people, if they want it, to go out and just get a few chickens or 1 raised bed or 2 pigs in a carport, right? So we are off. Okay, scroll down and let me look at the Kickstarter a little bit. So guys, at the entry level, just to show the love, get some support, get some edutainment in your life, we've got the documentary. It's just at $15. And that's probably going to go up for sale about $20-ish, $25. So you're getting a good discount there. Where you're going to save big is at the next level. At the, I think I called it the, what was it? The Essential. And that's where you get part 1 of the course. You get the DVD. You get the digital version of that. That's like half off. Okay, what that needs to be. That's like a $50 package. You're getting it for $25. So yeah, you're getting in early. It won't all be there as soon as you pay, but we will drip it out to you and you'll get it on. So the next level would be the $50 level. So you get 2 parts of the course and everything below it. And then the premium, which I think is the best deal because you get all the bonuses, you get all the 3 parts of the course, you get absolutely everything. And that is like a full-blown course that easily is worth $197. So that's where I'm getting like this 50% off idea. So check it out, guys. And where we're going with this Kickstarter, I cannot wait. Look at the when you go to the Kickstarter page, look at the top, see the guys we're going to be hanging out with. We've already been and filmed Cliff Davis's, so his content's going to be available very soon to the Kickstarters. We're going to see Joel. We lined it up. Joel's pastured system, Joel's pigerator system, and we're going to be vlogging these guys, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Al is contributing content. I'm not going to be able to go see him, but he is going to contribute content, fresh content, not on his YouTube channel, from Lumna Acres, and sending it down to me. So guys, we're about done with this show. What were some of the things, Rebecca, that they said that their 10-year-old self? Anything of note? We have just a few minutes here, so I'm just going to start wrapping it up. Thank you guys for coming to the show. I do want you to check out the Chill t-shirt. Jill, I saw your suggestion, but I could not come up with a t-shirt. T-shirts are so difficult. There's a little margin. There's so many different sizes. We did it with the farm tour, and it was really just, I'm not even sure we broke even. So it wasn't like it didn't help towards the project as much as we wanted it to.
I think the t-shirts are just hard to do.
T-shirts are hard. And maybe there's the platform that YouTube has introduced with Teespring, where if they have an organic option, maybe one day we can offer something through that. And it might be fun to throw up a lot of these ideas, so I'm sorry I couldn't include it in that. It just gets crazy having all the different kind of rewards and sizes and stuff. I've learned a lot as I've launched different Kickstarters in the past, and this has to be my most simple one, and hopefully that was a good move. We'll know by the end of it. So anyway, I think we're going to wrap it up here. So thank you guys so much for getting on this show. You do want to check out this. It's only up. Check out the Kickstarter. It's only up we got 6 days left. So I don't want to spend a lot of time marketing. I want to spend a lot of time creating the content for you guys. So that's why it's so short. Guys, you've already generated 35% of the goal. So actually the stats for Kickstarter, if you get to 33%, I think it's something like 80% of the projects make it. So thank you guys. I think we'll make it. We appreciate it. That means you'll be helping us go to Joel's, to John's next month. You'll see that content on the vlog, and then you'll see the educational material going down, dripping out before it's available to the general public in the fall. So that's it. I should shout some folks out. Jesse, thanks for getting on the show. Narrowway Farm. Krista, if you're still with us, thank you very much. I know you're a busy lady. That lifted our spirits, you getting on here, so thank you. Narrowway, Adam, April, Jill, thank you for getting on here and suggest. Oh, somebody, Francis, another things. What state are you in? I'm in North Carolina. Amy Fuel of Homesteaders of America. Can't wait to go up and hang out and do the Homesteaders of America in October. If folks haven't checked that out, do check that out. And I'm just so excited that so many of you guys are interested, like hundreds of you guys are interested in raising basically chickens without feathers. It doesn't have to be difficult. I'm going to show you guys that. You're going to see that through the season. Are we going to have hard times? Yes. But it's those overcoming the obstacles that make it a great story, and that's what we look back and learn so much from. So part-time permies, thank you for getting on here and moderating. Al, thank you. Krista's still on here. Dragstick Farm, thank you for answering people's questions. Daniel, appreciate it that you got on here. I hope you got a lot out of it. Guys, just remember, just plant. So in this case, just get some pigs. It's not that crazy. All those rumors are either not true or can be easily fixed. So pigs don't have to stink. Pigs don't need a lot of space. Pigs, what was the other one? And pigs don't necessarily have to always get out. So Kentucky, good night. Good night to all you lovely people. Just pork is what he said. That's what Adam, you would say that.
Adam,
You are
would
cheeky.
say that.
Okay. All right, cheeky Adam. Okay, I'll let Jody know we have to get pigs now. Good, Krista. I can see it now. In suburbia, Florida, next to your pool, right?
That's right. I like it.
Pigs. And all your neighbors will think you just have put in a carport. That it's just some storage area. So wait till you see this carport in the vlog. I think it'll not be in not tomorrow's movie, but Wednesdays. Probably get a good shot of that. All right. There you go, Randy Kleiman. Just bacon. Put bacon in the word on hashtag just bacon. Okay, I don't want to leave.
It's a piggy.
It's a
palace.
piggy palace. That's what Krista said. Yeah, when you're doing it in suburbia, you got to call it a piggy palace. Okay? So, yep, tell Jody he's getting pigs, but only after he comes here and helps me catch these probably 80 to 90 pound pigs. They were already getting kind of tough to handle at 50, 60, 70 pounds.
When you castrate it.
And there's that one that's big.
I
And he's
could
one
do
that
it.
needs to go into the carport. He's like this
I got
big.
guns. You think I couldn't do it? I bet I could.
Where's Ben? He's not here. So okay. Anyway, all right, we got to let you guys go. So
Yes.
thank you so much for coming to the show. Thank you
you
guys.
guys.
50. Let's get one more check on the Kickstarter. The link is in the description. We got 54 backers. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. Do check that out. Good night to everyone. And this is going to be a fun adventure that we're all on together. So we'll see you guys in tomorrow's movie. It's going to be about rolling up this water line. I knew that was too easy and too good to be true.
Yeah.
But we did find a solution and share it with you in tomorrow's movie. And we'll see you guys then.
Bye, guys. Thank